All right, we're gonna get right into it. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much respect to the brothers laboring worldwide to wake up the elect of the children of Israel. It's Brother Dawadah coming to you another lesson. Lord willing is edifying. So, this is off the comment board. A guy named Shalom, it's called Shalom. A guy named guy or lady, not sure, once again, my YouTube. And the question is posed, are Polynesians, Israelites, or Moabites? Can you teach a class about this, please? And you click on read more. It says, these brothers say they are. All right. And if you know about a lesson I put up about a week ago, the same person asked the question about, matter of fact, let's click on it. Because this thing with YouTube now has a special feature. If somebody leave a comment on your comment board, even if you delete it, it still shows portion of what the comment says. All right. And he had asked a question on the Boy Scouts of America video that I did. Off topic again, it says, are dreadlocks lawful? And we went into that. The dreadlocks are not lawful. All right. And Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, Barakathon to the brothers and sisters on the comment board. Shalom. And this same person had asked, another question. And I'm not sure how sincere this person is, or is he just trying to stir up strife or contention, right? But they asked, are Polynesian, Israelites, or Moabites? Can you teach a class about this, please? It says these brothers say they are. And once again, I'm not going to click on the link. It's a link of another Israelite group who was teaching that dreads were lawful, but through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shah, we broke that down. It's not lawful. Dreads are not lawful. So I don't know if this person is a babe, or what's the situation going on with them. Matter of fact, let's click on the page right quick. So it has different playlists, movie trailer clips, DOC, which I'm guessing has something to do with Israelites. It looks like a Sakari video. Let's take a look at this playlist. Who are the angels that sin? You got Sakari Dallas. You got GMS Austere Man. You got Mashapat Yasharala. Rough House. 4 Cycles of Life. Different groups, and our apostles and elders have told us, about being blended with these different groups. Man, it doesn't work. All right, just a brother Rum, head of the Birmingham church here in Alabama, went into this same subject. About mixing this wine. You have these different Israelite groups. Now once you start out, you might get some here and some there. But as you studying to show yourself approved, you're going to see where these other groups are going off and where they're going off. As if you're sincere, right? And the spirit is dealing with you. It's going to give you a spirit of discernment. All right. So let's see some of the subscriptions. Viking, Prepper Redness, right? Netflix, GMS Upon Precepts, right? Life of a Minor, GMS Children of Light 444. You even got Apostle Elder Gabah, daily edification, daily exhortation, right? So I don't know if this is a comment that this person really wants to know and understand, but we're gonna go through it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah. All right. And this is part of the curses. He said we're going to be scattered into all nations. All right. Let's go get that. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 64. And the Lord, Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. So that's part of the curses, man, that we're going to be scattered into all nations. So yes, some Polynesians, right, are going to be Israelites. All right, it's the spirit that dictates these things. Matter of fact, let's go get it. Elder Manata Zakbar from South Carolina, we was watching a live before camp, and he had a guy come up, man, and if you was carnal, right, you would perceive this as a so-called white person, right? But, once you bring out those hard scriptures, and they don't buck up, the spirit bears witness, right? So this is Romans chapter 8 and verse 16. The spirit itself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. You see that? So the spirit is going to always bear witness, man. So it could be some believe that they're Polynesian, right? But if the spirit, is plainly bringing out that this person is not Polynesian, right? And they are Israelites, then guess what? You got to go with the spirit. Let's go back to the curses. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 64. Salakia. It says, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of earth, right, even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy father have known, even wood and stone. So it's a curse for us to be scattered in all these different nations, right? I'm not sure what happened. Esau be messing with the screen every now and then. No sound. Damn. Can you hear it now? If you can hear me now, put a 1 on the comment board. Esau fucking with the screen, right? Hey, man, but if Esau ain't messing with the screen, you ain't doing something right, man. All right? Can y'all hear me now? Let's see. Okay, Khan. All praise to Yahweh Shah. All right, let's get back into these curses, man, because that's we're going to be scattered into all nations. Matter of fact, let's go to Daniel chapter 9. All right, and it wasn't just one tribe. It was all tribes, right? This is Daniel chapter 9 and verse 11. Yeah, all Israel has transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath, right, that is written in the law of Moses. What was the oath? Well, we said that we were going to follow these laws, statutes, commandments, and if we didn't, we agreed to these curses going to be poured upon us. And I went into a lesson earlier today, and that's the spirit, how it worked. This lesson was titled, more precious than fine gold. And it was going into how the Israelite man is the one who made the covenant with Yahweh Shah, and because we broke this covenant, the men, right, the curses was poured out upon us, and it affected the whole family, all right, from the head to the tail, all right. Let's read this again, Daniel 9 and 11. Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of power, because we have sinned against him. Yeah, we sin against Yahweh Shah. All right? And he have confirmed his words, which he spake against us and against our judges. They judged us by judging, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven have not been done as have been done upon Jerusalem. And Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. All right. So we've been scattered into all nations. Right. Let's go to the book of Luke. I believe it's Luke 24 and 21 or 21 and 24. Let's go 21 and 24. You know, this is what Yahushua said, right? This is the book of Luke, chapter 21 and verse 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captives into all nations. And Jerusalem, which is a people before it's a place, shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled, right? So, of course, we've been scattered into all nations. So, to go to that question again, are Polynesian Israelites? No, not all Polynesian Israelites. They are from the seed of Japhet, all right? And I did a lesson about maybe 2 weeks ago, which had some information regarding relics of Japhet, you know, and how they're melanated people, all right? And they were the first Greeks. When they got conquered by Esau, right, they fled and went into those islands, right? Let's look up the word Polynesian. Right? Says Polynesian is a sub-region of Oceania made up of more than 1,000 islands scattered over the central and southern ocean, Pacific Ocean. Slakia. Don't scripture say that he's going to gather Israelites from the islands as well? Well, guess what? We were scattered into all nations. All right? Let's go to the book of Baruch. Let's prove that further. And this really, you know, just Israelite 101, you know, once you learn the curses, you understand, you know, what they entail, and you understand that you're going to be scattered into all nations. And we're not going to look like, you know what I'm saying, the so-called Negro, right? We're going to have a speckled bird, all right? This is Baruch chapter 4 and verse 6. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath. Ye were delivered, right, unto the enemies, for ye provoked him that made you by sacrifices unto devils and not to the Most High, right? Because we wanted to go off, right? It was put in our story to go off. All Israel transgressed the law. Guess what? We had to serve this captivity. Why? So we can know both good and evil, man. All right? A good ruler is not going to know, you know, just evil. And a good ruler is not just going to know just good. He's not going to have that discernment. Right? That's right. Numbers 1 and 18 only. By the house of your fathers. Right? For let's read this again. This is Baruch 4 and 7. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrifices unto devils, and not to the Most High. Ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. Right? And we read in what? In Jeremiah 17 that we would discontinue from our heritage. Matter of fact, let's go get that. Right? Let's go to the book of Jeremiah. You know, this is really, you know, Israelite 101, man. When you come into the truth, you understand who you are. You understand that, man, you fell away from your heritage. You were calling yourself Negro, Black, Afro-American, African-American. You know, you was calling all yourself these bywords, which are what? Part of the curses. All right? This is Jeremiah 17 and 4. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. Right? For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. And these curses are not going to be forever, because he granted us mercy to wake up to who we are according to the scriptures, man. All right? It was just for a time period. Matter of fact, let's go to the book of Lamentations. It was just for a time period for us to get right, man. We had to be brought through that fire. All right? And we continue to go through it. because we were disobedient. All right. This is the book of Lamentation, chapter 4, and start at, I'm going to start at verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet fail for our vain help. In our watching, we watched for a nation that could not save us. Yeah, our people do that now, especially around this time, man. I had a conversation with my mom, and she's talking about, you got to get the vote. Tomorrow's Super Tuesday. You watching for a nation, right? They cannot save you. All right? They hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Our persecutors are swifter than eagles of the heaven, right? They pursued us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness. The breath of our nostrils and the anointed of the Lord, Yahweh Shah, was taken in their pits, of whom we said, under the whole shadow we shall live among the heathen. Yeah, our people trust in oppression. All right, they trust in this fickle shadow. And the brother of Rome once again did a beautiful lesson. He went in on the shadow of Egypt, right? How it's a fickle thing. It's here today and gone tomorrow. And our people trust in this shadow. All right, it's the shadow of death. All right, under his shadow we shall live among the heathen. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked. Right? The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. All right, and let's go back to this comment. I appreciate you asking the question, brother or sister, but please, once again, do not put other doctrine per se. Even though I checked out the video, and it was this Polynesian came up. I don't know if their doctrine is all Polynesians, right, or Israelites, but I didn't go too far to inquire on it. So if you see this video, do not, put other people video on, on the page, all right? Because it's like breadcrumbs left for, it's like breadcrumbs left for the people who come behind us. And if they are babes and they see some wayward doctrine, they could go off, all right? So I'm going to remove this comment, all right? And, that's pretty much it. It's meant to be quick, short, and sweet, straight to the point. We were scattered in all nations by way of the curses, all right? And Israelites are not going to come out looking like John Shaft, all right? And that's going to be it for the lesson. Matter of fact, let's read this curse once again. This is Deuteronomy chapter 20, and there's plenty of more scriptures we can go to. All right, but this is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 64. And the Lord Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, right? Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. All right, that's gonna be it for the lesson. That's right. Matter of fact, that's right. Yahweh Malak Yasharala. Matter of fact, let's go get that. That's right. That's right. We read that earlier. Romans 8 and 16. The Spirit bears witness. But yeah, this is a actual prayer that King Solomon, who is Yahweh Shai, right, sent up for the children of Israel. Because, through the Spirit, he knew we were going to go off. All right. So this is 1 Kings chapter 8 and verse 47. If they shall bethink themselves in the land whether they were carried captives, and repent and make supplication unto thee in the land of them that carried them captives, right? We're in the land of our captivity, right? Baruch 3 and 8. Saying, we have sinned and have done perversely, we have committed wickedness, and so return unto thee with all their heart, right? Your mind, and with all the soul in the land of their enemies. You see that? We have enemies, which led them away captive, and pray unto thee toward their land. That's why we pray to the east, right? Which thou gavest unto their fathers, the city which thou hast chosen, and the house which I have built for thy name. Then hear thou their prayer and their supplication in heaven, thy dwelling place, and maintain their cause. Yeah, man. So the men of the Lord are fervently, starting with our apostles and elders on down, man, who's been doing this 35 years plus, man. Not taking breaks, man. Right? Being on the forefront, on the front lines, bringing out the words of Yahweh Shah. Right? So they've been crying out. And, you know, we've in suit been done the same thing, right? Because we've been showing the same path, the blueprint, right? We've been showing the same path and blueprint that they've showed us, right? Being men of the Lord, all right? And now what? Yahweh Shah is hearing the cry, all right? But once again, we were scattered into all nations. Matter of fact, let's continue to read this on out. Then hear thou their prayer and their supplication in heaven, thy dwelling place, and maintain their cause, and forgive thy people that have sinned against thee, and all their transgressions wherein they have transgressed against thee, and give them compassion before them who carried them away captive, that they may have compassion on them. You see that? So it's Yahweh Shah who's making these people to have compassion, man. Right? But we know Esau, once he see his kingdom is coming up short, all right, he see the prophecies are coming to pass, he see the men on the highways and byways, he's prophesying the downfall of this wicked kingdom, he's gonna come down with great wrath. All right, but that's when what? Isaiah 33 and 6 come in. All right, wisdom and knowledge is gonna be stability of your time. But like I said, it was just a light lesson, quick through the spirit. I got home from the plantation, I seen it, and I wanted to go ahead and go in on it, answer whoever question that was, maybe, it'll be edifying to somebody else, all right, to let them know that we were all carried in captivity and we're going to be in all nations. Because Yahweh Shah said we're going to be in all nations, all right? That's going to be it for the lesson. Lord willing, it's been edifying and comforting. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much respect to the brothers laboring worldwide to wake up the elect through the spirit of the children of Israel. And a hearty shalom and salutations to the believers out there who's believing on the words of Yahweh Shai in truth and sincerity. Coming at you with another lesson, Lord willing. Till the next time I say shalom. Stay strong, Israel. Plagues are coming. We almost out of here.